Hey YouTube, VidHead85 here, and I'm going to give you a spotlight on Doug. One of my favorite 90s cartoons. Nickelodeon was awesome in the 90s. I loved it. Hey Arnold, all kinds of things. But what I want to talk about with Doug is simply, a lot of times I really connect with a character that reminds me of me so much. Doug is one of those characters, simply because he was an ordinary kid who had an active imagination, and he was always so much more than what he appeared to be. But he just appeared to be a regular kid, and I love some of the characters that surrounded him. Mainly Skeeter, although he had blue skin, and so did BB Bluffington. I wonder if they were cousins or something like that. And Patty Mayonnaise, come on, Patty Mayonnaise. I loved her voice. I kind of wonder, like, I always remember from Patty Mayonnaise the one episode where she sang and she was terrible, and Doug had to tell her, but when she found out that she was terrible, she did the song in a way that was really nice for her. So that was really cool. So, but Doug is, always going to be known for and Pork Chop. A dog named Pork Chop. I think maybe he was really hungry when he got the dog, and he probably said, "I want pork chops," and I guess it stuck or something like that. And then he had this older sister, Judy, who was always, she had a beret. Like, I don't think there's been an episode where she wasn't seen with a beret, and she was always the cool, hippie kind of swing to her. And I really like that, because I've always liked that little atmosphere. Like, even though I'm the furthest from a hippie, but the closest to a liberal heathen, as many people will get. I like to go to the coffee shops, and I like to go to the art shows whenever I can get to them. And in fact, since it's Saturday night and I have off, I'll be able to go to something, maybe an art show. I may have to take a look at Marcus Wise and see if he is going to be doing anything at 464 Gallery today, or if it's even open. So anyway, I wanted to give a spotlight on Doug, because Doug is one of my favorite 90s cartoons, and it's just always been just really good to just think about those cartoons, and about how I wish they still came on Saturday mornings, or rather, I wish I had cable. But then again, I could always watch it on Hulu or something like that. And if I'm able to download them, I will rip them. But also stuff like, man, like the way that it was written and everything, and it was just a regular kid. And I remember, who was it, the professor that reminded me of Doc Ock from Spider-Man, and he had like kind of, "Hey, Douglas." And I loved how he said Douglas. It was kind of like Sylvester the Cat. But and it was also funny regarding about the school that they went to, that from above it looked like BB Bluff. So that was pretty cool. And then a little later in the series, they had this guy from Yakistonia, and the Schnoozgraffel was something that that he would always talk about. But I think that anybody who knows Doug, you can definitely agree that Doug is a kick-ass show. And I want to mention a character that I remember that I forgot, Roger Klotz. I loved him, but I also loved how he used to get his, always in the end. I loved how he used to get his, because he would just be so funny with it and everything. And he was always making fun of our heroes. Quailman with a belt around his head, and then the underwear it was basically overwear over his pants. I love that. And then he had his sidekick and everything like that. How could I possibly have forgot about Quailman when I think about Doug? Like, how did I do that? So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that, because I miss 90s Nickelodeon like I do, like especially Rugrats. Rugrats was like my favorite. I found myself literally watching their interpretation of Snow White, and for some reason, Diapies is a butt's best friend. Like that. I haven't worn a diaper in years. If diapers are your thing, have at it. I don't care. Just not mine. Don't pamper me that way. But you know, like, I don't know, Rugrats was just awesome too. Like, all of it. So, thank you, YouTube. You have a great day. If you missed any of the 90, if you missed Doug, let me know what was your favorite things about Doug. Who did you not like? If you didn't like Doug, why? Yeah, I'd be open to hearing why you didn't like Doug. However, my page may be very pro-Doug. So, rate, comment, subscribe. Rate, comment, subscribe. Okay, yeah, I think I got it. Have a great day, YouTube.